You are living in a world right now that should not exist. The language you speak, the roads you drive on, the laws that govern your country, all of it was shaped by one empire that died over 1,500 years ago. But what if it never died? What if Rome, the greatest civilization the world had ever seen, simply never fell? Stay until the end, because the answer is not what you think. First, why did Rome fall? It wasn't just barbarians at the gates. It was everything, collapsing at once. The treasury was empty. Emperors were assassinated faster than they could be crowned. 26 of them, in just 50 years. The army hadn't been paid in months. And from the east, the Huns were driving entire nations of people straight into Roman borders, like a hammer hitting glass. In 476 OD, a Germanic leader named Odoacer walked into Rome, took the throne, and sent the emperor's crown back to Constantinople with a note that basically said, "You won't be needing this." 1,200 years of civilization gone, just like that. But what if someone stopped it? Imagine it's the year 2025, but in a world where Rome never fell. There is no Middle Ages, no Dark Ages, no centuries of humanity stumbling around in the dark. Instead, Roman engineers kept building. Their aqueducts, which already stretched thousands of kilometers, evolve into massive water networks. Their concrete, which was already better than what some countries use today, becomes the foundation of skyscrapers. We might have reached the moon by the 1300s, cured diseases that killed hundreds of millions. The Roman Empire, which stretched from England to Egypt, could have become the world's first truly global government. Latin would be the language of the entire world, not English. Your phone, your car, your entire life would look completely different. But here is where it gets dark. Rome was not a democracy. It was an empire built on slavery. At its peak, 1 in 3 people in Rome was a slave. Millions of people from Africa, from Asia, from Europe, owned as property. If Rome never fell, slavery might never have ended. The ideas of freedom, equality, and human rights that came out of the chaos of the Middle Ages, the Magna Carta, the Enlightenment, the revolutions, might never have happened. A world with Roman technology and Roman power, but with Roman slavery intact, is not a utopia. It might be the most advanced prison humanity ever built. So, was the fall of Rome the worst thing that ever happened to humanity? Or was it, secretly, the best? Maybe collapse is not the end of civilization. Maybe sometimes it is the beginning of something better. The world you live in today, chaotic, messy, imperfect, exists because Rome fell. And I think that's worth something. If you want to see what happens when another great empire faces its end, comment below which one we should cover next. Subscribe, because history is not over. It is happening.